Sally. Hi, Eva. Oh my gosh. Good morning. Hi, Scorpio in the house. Oh my gosh, look at that. Everybody's awake. Good morning. Hey, Dion. First live. Awesome. Let me put this music down. Put this down. There you go. Libra, Cancer, Gemini. Oh my gosh, we have Zoo, right? Let's see. Let me grab a coffee. Bang bang from Cisco. Let me see. Maybe from Cisco. Hey, hello, Safi. Say hi to everybody. Hello. 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 Hi, Esther. Pisces. Hi, Susan. Guys, by the way, I appreciate all your comments. Thank you very much. I'm starting with tarot school. I do have to say it is a contribution to one of my coaching clients, Miriam. She was like, oh come on. So I am going with this. Let me grab a cup of coffee and be with you. There we go. Coffee is here. Everybody can hear me. So, what are we doing here today? We are doing 4 elements. So, let me see which element do we do first. Come on, guys. I'm opening voting. So, go for it. Which element do we go for? Hi, Dean. How are you? Okay. I'm shuffling. Air, Dion. Air. Water. Hi, cat lady. Hi, sweetie. Health and wellness. Air. I have air, and water was a really serious competitor, runner up. Let me do air first. Usually we are last, no? Let's see. Air. I'm using Telema Tarot, kind of like usually I use this deck for past lives reading that I do. So let's see. Air. So how was your week, guys? Productive? Mercury retrograde? We had snow here yesterday. It was kind of weird after kind of like a couple of really good weeks, but hey. Air for this week from the 7th, and we have King of Swords. We have Libras on board, right? And Knight of Cups reversed. So it could be the struggle between head and heart. It could be simply that we are going to be just like super logical. Hogwarts, cat lady, you're too funny. Yes, pretty much. You can turn people into frogs. Yeah, promise. Let's see. Air, that stuff. Yeah, lovely. Like towers, sure. I love when I get like towers. I know my week is going to off the rails. Lovely. Anything else? Air. Ooh, yuck. Sorry, air. And so for some of you who are always saying, oh, you know, like you will like your reading is depressing, what do you want me to say? 3 of Swords and the Tower. Okay, it's not actually all that bad, because this is sort of like a warning to air. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Dean. Dion. Okay, King of Swords, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, the Tower, 3 of Swords, the Moon. For those of you who have somebody that you like, you might first get refused and then accepted, and then you'll realize, maybe this is kind of like not what I want in the first place. The Tower is one of those tricky cards. It's talking about collapsing of the values. Maybe we are not even aware of that, and that's why Tower comes like just like that. And by the way, I put the streaming lower, so it shouldn't be like really buffering like before, but the quality is going to be lower, so something had to suffer, right? So yeah, cat lady, every time cops are involved, tower, it just like looks like we are kind of like kept really, really sharp. So check this out. So what are these two cards? And this is kind of like really good for tarot school. Like, because when we see the tower, we go, oh, ouch, something. What am I doing? So maybe we are eating the food that we think it's healthy. And we just like learn that it has like zillion, you know, carbs in it. And this is like shocking value, right? So this is sort of like King of Swords. And I think air signs can kind of like really kind of like get in tune with this, because the King of Swords is like really fair person. It is fair to a point that is going to hurt himself or herself if something goes wrong. So would never happen to me, by the way. That I'm speeding down the street and I go to a cops and I said I was speeding, but that's kind of like the archetype that is going to talking about that thing. So now we are combining these two. So it is going to be some kind of like internal review, something that we are going to look, wait a minute, I thought I was smarter, something. And I think it's about love. It is about things that we like that is going to be really, really affected. We might, and hello, it's a Mercury retrograde, still the last week, kind of revisit some hurts that we had from the past. And we will go, okay, so this hurt me, and I yet involve myself in a relationship that is kind of like that with somebody else, and I keep doing this kind of thing. So how the heck do I expect different results? Maybe we are going to face that we are kind of like tapping in the dark. The moon is always talking about secrets. Maybe for some of you who are wondering about somebody, there are like certain things that need to be revealed, but they are still not going to be revealed in this week. So I really think this is like, and this is good because this is a year number 11, and you know, air signs are going to kind of like really interact more with year number 11 than the others, because that kind of like resonates with the sign of Aquarius, and the other two signs are sort of like sister or brother signs. So let me clarify this and see what's hiding behind this. I'm going to clarify it generally first. Today I woke up earlier, so I'm actually in a better mood, and I have to go and see a doctor after that because I have a lingering cold for too long now. Okay, so let's clarify this Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. And this one wants to come out. Okay, so yes. We want to go forward, but we want to go backward. We kind of like want to move away from the situation that didn't work, sort of like intellectually. You know, in your head when you go, oh my gosh, this is such a nice chocolate cake. I really, really shouldn't be eating it. But that's okay, just like this time. It's kind of like that kind of attitude with this Knight of Cups. Maybe we're going to have a person, oh, look at this 1111. We all notice it. When we kind of like have person like that in our life who's teasing us, who's really not serious, or maybe we are teasing somebody else, or we are just simply not serious. It could be some kind of delays of communication, and again, certain things are still just evolving, whatever it is. Also, guys, could be something legal matters. If anybody is dealing with anything legal, then this is not the best time to deal with this, meaning don't give definite answers, because, and don't swear by anything because you don't know this entire situation. Look at this, New Zealand. Hi, Joe. Hello. Let me see, Three of Swords. Hey. Oh, look at that. Gemini. Geminis. How many Geminis do we have there? Geminis, you're going to have, ooh. Well, first of all, you're going to go down. You're going to go and, why is this happening? Why this? Why this? Like two cards show up that are Gemini. This is Gemini, Moon in Gemini. So it is I think for all signs, you're going to sort of think like Gemini, if you really wish, especially when it comes to old hurts. Something may be festered, something kind of like is built into the material of who we are. You know what they say, you just have to connect the points, those vivid points in your life, and you know what kind of person you are. So we will be assessing both sides of a situation and trying to figure out something completely new. Again, this is great. Do not jump to any definite conclusions, because all of that could be completely wrong. You know, like, just because you kind of figure out you can walk on clouds doesn't necessarily mean it is kind of true. Hi, Barbie. Hello, hello, hello. I love to have Saturday morning coffee with you people. And I want to see the moon, the moon, the moon. Yeah, look at this. Be guarded. Be guarded before taking action. This person is really kind of like reassessing. It's kind of pulling inside. And Paige is like, go, 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 go. It's somebody like who is like literally texting you like 50 text messages and pretty much annoying you, right? But again, I'm seeing this push and pull energy on all levels over here. So do I use this deck for clarification, or do I use different deck for signs? Let's mix it up. Do you guys, air signs, all signs, do you feel like more like bigger messages, or you feel like down to earth messages? Tell me. Like, what do you want? Cat deck? Well, actually, you know what? I have a new cat deck that I purchased, and this is the one. I can use that. Early hours of Sunday. Oh my gosh, guys, I am younger one day than you people in Australia. Okay, so let's try with this cat deck. This was made by a vet, and I have to say 0 to 10 it will be 3 or 4. I was really kind of disappointed with the deck, but it's still okay. All right, let's see which one is the first. Gemini. Blunt truth. Gemini. We are having Ace of Swords and Page of Pentacles. So you see how the imagery are here? Like, I mean, you do know that this paw has to be very, very swift. And you actually see the little kind of like feather on the paw over here. And Page of Pentacles is, again, really weird image for Page of Pentacles, but let's go with it. Because I just definitely, this is not Pagan Cats, this is Cat's Eye Tarot, I think called. Pagan Cats, I like it. Maybe I should probably use Pagan Cats. But anyway, let's try with this one and see what's happening. So Ace of Swords and Page of Pentacles for Gemini. You guys definitely, just like everybody else, wants to move forward. Sort of like, you know, like these two faces that you're represented with. You're going to start and arrive to a quick decision, but you're not going to be quick to continue in that direction. So Page of Pentacles is somebody really studious, kind of like put your head into it and develop slow steps, like kind of slow and steady wins the race. But something like a big decision, and this is usually card of victory, this is usually card of success, and this like poor parrot has no freaking chance, right? So you guys are going to be in a very kind of like go, go, go mode. Next, Libras. Libras. Is this showing the cards? Libras. Thanks, Pleiadians. Libras. Let me make you a moderator as well. Okay. Libras. What is Libra? Libras? No Libra messages? No Libra messages, please. Libras for... yeah, Libras got like, I mean, a little bundle, so let's go with few instead. Libras from the 7th to the 13th. There we go. Tons. Okay, you can say that I have OCD because I have to make sure my cards are all aligned. Okay, Libras, you have 4 of Wands. You have 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and Ace of Wands. What can I tell you, Libra? Your week is going to be mostly awesome. If somebody provokes you, you are going to kind of like stand your guard. You're going to sort of like insist that you're right. You might feel let down. You might want to move forward. That's what I see over here. Something will start moving. Just like looks like for air signs, beginning of the week is going to be great. We are moving somewhere. There is like the 6 of Swords, and then we have 666. By the way, I'm just noticing this right now, that we might have somebody contacting us who was very karmic, who at the time hurt us very much, and that actually combination can mean that as well. So yes, 4 of Wands, again, it feels like, oh my gosh, we want to move forward, we want to kind of like get to the next level, but then it looks like it's kind of like in and out situation. It could be that push and pull. Do I really want to go forward, or am I kind of like stuck? Am I abandoned? And I'm kind of like, am I being taken care of, right? But again, things in the end are going to resolve. 7 of Wands means stand your ground, insist on what you want, enjoy the friendships, and look at this. Look at these aces. I think she did a really great job here, provoking like the bird, and you know how this is going to end. And here, provoking, you know, rattlesnake. And so something is going to spring to action. And I have seen it over here. Libras, be very careful, because there is like still this moon in the underlying kind of like reading, which means be very sure you have like your I's dotted and your T's crossed, right? Very, very, very important, right? Something is going to move forward for you, Libra. And it's going to move forward on the sheer strength of your own will. So that's going to be really, really, really important. Okay. Aquarius. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. I need some energy. I need some energy. I need some energy, please. Aqua from... Okay. And I got King of Cups reversed. Ew. Let me give me one more. Aquarians from the 7th to 13. This one wants to come out. Okay, we have the 8 of Wands coming back. And look at actually how lovely. I'm going to actually use this in my school. Some of these cards that people will be able to immediately understand what it means. This talks about love arrows, the communication. So needless to say, when it's reversed, maybe something is not coming, because check this out. We had a family here. And you know what? Like, I mean, things run in families. Like Lannister always pays his debts. So this is kind of like that family of emotions, which to us air signs is like sort of like really Greek. So here we had Page of Cups, then we had Knight of Cups. And now we have the King of Cups. Well, this fellow is so bad when it's reversed. This person is somebody who is going to make you wonder, oh my gosh, I have been wrong my entire life. And where was this person? How could I really waste all my time? Because this person makes you feel like $zillion, the best, the beautiful, you know, pretty much like we are cat. And then he or she just vanishes, or he or she just like pretends like they never actually mentioned that. Kind of. There'll be messages from this person. That's what I've seen. Somebody coming from the past, and possibly somebody who has had a huge karmic impact to the point of hurting us. So that's going to be needed clarity, but maybe this is what is kind of really needed in order to kind of clear it. Okay, like just getting kind of like acknowledgement. Okay, feel good, did come back, but kind of like that's going to be it. Okay, any questions? Hello from Paris. Bonjour. Comme ça va, Madame Courbe? All right. Any questions, guys, for the air signs? Any questions? My French is horrible. Actually, it's not horrible. Let me take it back. I can actually even speak French. Only thing, nobody understands it with how I pronounce it. That's the problem. And that's why I kind of like don't talk. Hi from Michigan. Alrighty, guys. San Diego. I think water is next. Let me see. I'm Libra. I recently let go for Taurus. I was in love with because he emotionally drained me. It was over. He made song for me. Okay. I guess that's kind of interesting. I actually don't do the private readings, guys. You can check me out on my website for that because we have other people watching. Hi, Sabrina. Welcome from Argentina. Okay, so look at this. We are getting Earth. Taurus likes Taurus. Did we do fire? Did you mean a lover from the past for all signs? No, this was the reading for the air signs. It looks like air signs have a very strong inclinations, according to the cards, that somebody from the past might be coming back to contact. It's a contact, not so much coming back. Or air signs might contact somebody, right? So that's kind of like really, really important, right? So, hi, Washington, D.C., the hub of activity. So, are we going water next? Are we doing earth next? Hi, Black Kitty. Okay, so, nobody's answering. Guys, open to voting. Which group element is next? Okay, Pleiadian Tarot, I guess you made your point. Water? Well, how about water? I have 2 water. You know what? I'm going to go for water because in the first round you have been very, very loud. It was kind of really hard to make this. So let's go from the heights of air to the depths of water. Let's see. Water. And look at that water. You're having something popping up and it just happens to be Ace of Pentacles. Lovely. This is one of my favorite cards in this entire deck. Water for the 7th to the 13th. Page of Wands. What the heck? Air is getting water and water is getting fire. Water for the period. 5 of Cups. You're not spared either. Okay, water. There you go. You have 8 of Wands too. One more for water. Ooh, water. All right. Let's see what I see. We have Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 5 of Cups, 8 of Wands reversed, the Hangman reversed, and the High Priestess. So guys, water. You probably did think about something from, well, I don't want to say past because this sounds like so, generic. Something that you put on a back burner, something that kind of has been very important to you. And this Mercury retrograde for you looks like was very productive. You kind of like wanted to push forward and build something or rebuild something or look into something that can be gateway to something in the future. And Mercury retrograde is really well positioned for things like that. It is very, very, very important to kind of like push it in a really good direction with lots of zest, with lots of gusto. And looks like this is what you're doing. This is not something new, and it's going to be something really, really long term. Now, this kind of is confusing, 5 of Cups. There is like some kind of disappointment. It almost looks like 2 separated messages. This also simply can talk about a home life and enjoyment of your family life with kids, and maybe not having any issues on the home front, but having some emotional, let's say, introspection, having some emotional, maybe even disappointment. Maybe you guys are looking for somebody who to communicate to you, or you're hoping somebody's going to contact you. And it's kind of like, this is so typical water, right? Look at this, the Hangman reversed. This is asking of you that you spend this period kind of thinking, how is this looking from the other person's perspective? But you guys really feel highly victimized. You really feel you have been wronged. There is like no ability initially, at the very least in the beginning of the week. Like, I guess this is what happens when you're overwhelmed with disappointment. But that's going to change. The High Priestess, there you go, cat lady, like 11 again, or actually it is 2. We are actually really talking about turning inside. The High Priestess, the cat lady, almost like said cat lady doesn't speak much, and then I realized this is very, very wrong statement. So no, I'm talking about the High Priestess. High Priestess speaks nothing. She just like simply observes and kind of like has this kind of knowledge that she abstains. So I think you guys, water signs, you kind of, and this is what is really specific about you, and the Hangman here is also shown with water in it. Maybe you're hesitant to go deep and dive deep, but you are so going to do it this particular yeah, you're going to do it this week, that's for sure. So let's see. I want to see this 5 of Cups over here. Look at this 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles reversed. For those of you who are a little broken-hearted, for those of you who feel that you have lost someone, you have to actually understand that you have dodged a bullet, that something was just simply not workable in that situation. When 5 of Pentacles shows up, it just like says there would not be acceptance or greater acceptance or societal acceptance. Something was just like simply going wrong in this kind of situation. So let me see what is for the 8 of Wands, the Magician. So both of them are really fast. Only thing is, like, the Magician fellow is always a bachelor. He doesn't want to be in a relationship, but almost like sounds to me that either you water signs will contact someone just like curiosity's sake, sort of like, hey, I just want to see what you're doing, just to see if the fish is still in the sea, or that can happen vice versa, sort of like things like that. So the contact might be there, but it also could be just simply for the reason to just like control the lay of the land. So don't take it too far, because somebody might even try to say something, hey, I want to get together over a coffee, and the other party can get excited, but I kind of like don't see that really happening. And that's why the Hangman, whenever I do the readings and I see the Hangman, I'll say contact is always in jeopardy with this, because these 2 cards are telling me there's like something bigger happening toward the end of the week, and that bigger thing is actually going to be extremely beneficial, because the High Priestess, like, she has this crescent moon she's standing on, so there is like this illumination that is going to happen. Hi, Jonas. Cats are the highest conscious beings in the animal kingdom. I think so. I always thought the cats are much higher karma than anything else that I have seen, because everybody just naturally tells them, like, imagine you wake up, you're beautiful, people feed you. It's kind of like really amazing lifestyle. That's what I want to come back next life, like a rich person's cat. So let's see the Hangman. Oh my gosh, look at that. talking about confusion. So now we have 8 of Wands. Weird. Maybe some of you are really thinking so deeply about somebody that you want to materialize somebody's contact, and this is quite the opposite. This is like almost like forced contact, and here is contact is happening, and or maybe you're contacting somebody and somebody rejecting something, because these 2 cards are definitely telling me about silence, all 3 cards. So almost looks like it's going to be one-sided, or it can be even worse. It could be some kind of contact that ends up in the argument, ends up in the kind of pulling things from the past, and really quick realization why things actually did not work out. This is not bad, water signs. This is still you sort of like put on your workaholic hat on. You are sort of like moving to the future with a knowledge of something that you really want to build. And yes, of course, you're dealing with life, and you're kind of like going through that in a very kind of like deep way. So let me see, which one is the first? I think it is Cancer. Let's check the Cancer. Cancer. Ooh, 8 of Swords reversed. And there is a Siamese cat with something, whatever it is. 8 of Swords, and I think this is why she showed defense, is talking about blockages. It talks about limitations. Given that there are so many 8s, it looks like for you, Cancer, control is going to be a big issue in this time period. Control of yourself, not so much of your environment, but also fearfulness to move out and kind of like see it what is out there. Like this is kind of like card of feeling stuck, but when it kind of reverses, kind of like we are able to see our own limitations. We are able to kind of like figure out issues that what's wrong, where do we live in fear, where do we live in denial, and face it. And this could be just like apropos these kind of arguments and just push and pull, and something is not going in some kind of direction. This is like very much a thinking card that kind of like is going to get through. Baby gate for a cat to hold them in long. That would never work for any of my cats, that's for sure. And like 5 of Pentacles. And there we go. That's kind of the card that kind of repeats for you. So guys, looks like Cancer, you or either somebody connected with Cancer, or Cancer is going to feel or has felt being left out in the cold. And this is that realization that maybe it's for the best. It's kind of clear. You kind of have to resolve that you don't want to be alone. Like this is not a good feeling. The Hermit reversed is not a good feeling, because it feels I have to be with someone. We are nothing says in my programming I have to. Want to is a different situation, right? So Scorpio, oh my gosh, Scorpio, last week I just could not even think about other water signs. I was just like thinking Scorpio. It was like such a strong messaging. So let me see. But also just want to say the High Priestess kind of connects to Cancer. So Cancer is going to kind of like go deep inside and try to kind of like figure out certain things in their own life. So Scorpio. Hi Keisha. Scorpio. Scorpio. This one wants to come out. Ooh, 9 of Cups. And this one wants to come out. And the Star. Weird. Weird, Scorpio. Well, 9 of Cups is kind of like you're waiting somebody come to you. You almost like need justification from somebody. Right? Give me my milk kind of a thing. See, the Star card is generally talking about being openness to the groups of people, to friends, to healing, to hope, kind of resolving issues. But it looks like Scorpio almost looks like you just kind of like want somebody come back to you so you can dump them. Kind of a thing, sorry, but that's kind of like how it looks, right? Ooh, that's very controlling. The Star reversed card also could mean the healing needs to take place for something, and this can actually mean that as well. And if you are that kind of a Scorpio who is not just like simply just trying to keep the score, then you really need to heal. And by opening to the healing and realizing that you can actually do things on your own that can make you happy, will actually start that process. That's kind of like how it's going to look like. Who is last? Pisces. Oh my gosh, I'm always terrified doing Pisces because you guys are so sensitive, especially with Aquarians. And yet, Pisces are so good. Like, my best friends are Scorpios and Pisces to kind of like do it. Okay, so Pisces. In Pisces, you're getting the world. And the full card in this deck looks just like this one. Pisces, you're conquering. You're hitting home this period. For you, none of this applies. You're leaving stuff behind. You have resolved some karmic debt. You are moving forward. You're pretty much getting your wishes. So just not in a sense kind of like grab the genie, get your wish. It's sort of like sense of this accomplishment, sense of kind of like moving forward, right? And these two cards, this is definitely you. It is something from the past. You're like right now on the right track. Look at this. She's choosing the fish, the mice, the galaxies, the apple, the birds, the snake. Everything is within reach. And so what that means, it means that some lessons that we usually get all the time until we kind of like conquer it are learned. And it's not going to be a problem. Not that they're not going to show up, but they're not going to be the problem in the future anymore. So good job, Pisces. Any questions, guys? Will stock even if you cut them off. Who, Pisces? Well, Pisces are actually very sweet until you piss them off, and then God help you, they can be really, really angry and explosive. Okay, Brenda, Scorpio rising. I definitely don't want him back. However, much have the heal. Yeah. Hi, Kathy. Not late. We are just halfway through it. Okay, so who is next? Who is next, guys? I'll have a sip. You can all kind of hear me sipping. Earth. Let's make it Earth. And then there is Earth. Earth or Fire. Is this the name of the band? Earth or Fire. Earth and Fire. Earth and Fire. Earth. Earth. You can, guys, there is this red bar on the bottom, and I think the first one was air, the second one was water. You can just like drag the bar back and get it, right? So Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's right, wind. They're missing well, I guess wind would be air, but they're missing water. I guess to them it was not important. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yes. So Earth. What is going for Earth? Earth. Eight of Pentacles. Oh gosh, whenever I see this card, I honestly just like think Virgo. What is with Virgo, people? You're going to miss some kind of details. You're going to get freaked out. Like if you are Virgo, or if you have slight OCD and you are Earth, you will be really, really nervous this week. That's what's going to show up. So there you go. My Virgos are coming through over here. Okay, Earth. Oh my gosh. Have a 10 of Wands reversed, 5 of Wands reversed, the Emperor. I think this kind of actually came this way, to be honest. The Emperor reversed, but then you have 2 of Cups. Let's get one more. Earth. Earth. Okay, I want to get, you're gonna get 3 more. And there you go. I shouldn't have taken this 3, but it is. So how many of your earth are combined with the air? Because this is what the air had, sort of like not exactly in this order, but interestingly enough, it came through. So you have 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands, everything reversed, the Emperor reversed, 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups, King of Swords, and 3 of Swords. So what's working, guys? If you have a relationship with an air sign, then, especially with Libra, who is this, Libra and Virgo? Because the King of Swords can be Libra, but definitely, but also there is like a water here. Mind you, the Emperor is Aries. But like in specifically, things that will really work out in this week will be Earth and air. Really. It's not going to be a problem. It's going to be this kind of like feeling. Certain things will just kind of like jump up and things will work out. I'm confused why you're getting 3 of Swords. For some of you, you're waiting for somebody to come back. The Emperor means instability. It means losing control. Certain things just got too hard. Lots of arguing. Maybe boundaries haven't been established. Maybe the flavor of the person you want is romantic, and the person comes is a very kind of dry, kind of down to earth. And even though you like the person, there is like not everything that you want there. It's like getting a steak, and steak is well prepared, but there is like no sauce, there are no spices, there is nothing to it. So it's going to have this element of details missing, right? Sort of like, I don't know, there are like certain structures that are missing that are really, really important to you guys. And for you guys, stability is very, very important. And I'm seeing these kind of 2 things that you will be really reassessing how to make money. So good news is that you will be realizing that what is too hard is too hard, and what you have to drop, you have to drop. And 10 of Wands talks about it. Look at this person climbing with all these wands and trying to get to the top. So it is always kind of advisable to kind of reassess if you have too much on your plate and do the proper planning, because it looks like you have been everything to everybody or everything to yourself, and in the end you just like kind of like had a smush in your brain and things kind of like really destabilized you. Or maybe you have been going through kind of destabilizing period there as well. And again, somebody is going out of your life, somebody else new is coming in your life. Maybe you are still kind of like heartbroken from something else, or this is some kind of rejection, because some of you are moving forward, some of you are moving backward, or both. It could be that some of you are going to jump into kind of like a rebound relationship. It's kind of really strange. We have Earth sign, and we have, again, I don't go per signs because each person kind of like has, for example, I kind of more identify myself as Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords, so you just cannot go with this. So let's clarify this here first. Let's see. I want to see that Emperor because it is a major. And why is this Emperor here for Earth signs? Why is the Emperor here for Earth signs? Hi, Jessie. Look at that. Look at that. So neutralizes it. So never mind. Guys, you're going to be able to troubleshoot whatever goes wrong. You'll be very successful in this and stir the ship where it's supposed to be. So perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so what is this 8 of Pentacles? Whenever I see, as I told you, Virgo, I totally see a Virgo person freaking out, being out on a date and like, oh my gosh, did I shut off the gas? Did I shut off the electricity? Like kind of going in a sense of panic, like especially when it's reversed. So let's see this. Okay, 8 of Pentacles, Sun. This is talking about celebrations and births and dating and meeting people. Pay attention to the details, guys, if you do that, because this is coming as a clarification of 8 of Pentacles reversed. Somebody's going to look you like, you know what they say, in the beginning we notice things more than later, because later you get kind of like, you normalize certain things, normalize certain behaviors. Like when I have a big sign on my fridge today, you know, like, I mean, you're sticking to healthy food, and the first day I see that, and every other day it just looks like a painting, and just like I don't even pay attention to it, right? So initially when you meet person, you really have to pay attention to everything that this person is doing. If something doesn't sit well, make sure that you kind of answer the question to yourself and ask lots of questions, because this is probably connected to this Two of Cups. So let me see this Knight of Cups here. Why is this Knight of Cups here? Yeah, something is not growing. Something is just cannot be revived. And it's kind of like that romantic streak that some of you have. So yeah, you want your steak with the dressing on it, and you guys prefer this flavor of a person in your life than this drive person that the air people can be. But this person is way more reliable than this person, so it's always, you know, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. And let's see this Three of Swords. Three of Swords. And I want to thank to all the tarot readers who are coming and viewing me. And guys, if you see them, kind of like visit their things as well. So you guys, Pleiadian Tarot, just put your link there. Joanne Tarot is another one that I suggest looking. She's my dear friend. And so look at this. This is clarifying. You guys really need to interact with air signs or air kind of quality. It's going to be a little bit of a blunt quality. And well, Pleiadian Tarot, like, everybody sucks in the beginning. This is the tarot, right? And that's why I have school. Just it's a lifelong study. Like, there are so many tarot readers on the net that honestly shouldn't be. So I'm not even going to go there. But anyway, earth signs, you will really probably be hurt by some kind of words that come to you. But those words that come to you are also going to be extremely beneficial. So it's one of those things, right? And guys, please hit like. This kind of like means a lot to me. And it's easier for me also to find the video later. So, Three of Swords. Death. Suffering. Guys, we'll kind of figure out which one of you is doing this. Like this, when I see death, honestly, this is like you guys are guilty for your own suffering. Okay, sounds horrible, right? So the Death card is kind of talking about transformation. So for example, you are pregnant, you get the Death card. Don't freak out. You're going to deliver the baby, you're going to stop being pregnant. Something else has to happen, something has to end. But when somebody wants to be pregnant for 10 years, right? You just cannot keep in that situation. So usually happens with people who are kind of living, you know, like when we freeze, and we all have been there, when we kind of like freeze a situation that is like so nice, and we just like want this to last forever. But life is life. People are changeable. Things kind of like happen. And this is simply like what I say to my coaching clients. I'm telling you, you need to literally snap yourself. Just like do one of those rubber bands, or just like, I mean, elastic bands, and then snap yourself each time when you start going down the memory lane. You have to interrupt the thought pattern, because the more you do that, the more you are basically self-abusing yourself. So that's the best and fastest way to get through it. 44 people. Actually, I see 68 people, to be honest. So I don't know. Maybe the people who have been sort of like, what do you call it, in a doghouse, are not showing on your end. Okay, it should be more likes than 44. How about that? How about 69 likes that I see right now? So Earth. free reading should get likes. So that's the whole idea. This is the only basically pay, and in addition to about 3 cents that I get for this video. So that's kind of like awesome, right? Thank you guys. Thank you everybody. So who is the first? Which one is the first Earth? Taurus. 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 No, Tina. Tina is asking a really good question. Tina Wormack. If someone comes back during retrograde, should we wait till after to make decision after taking it back or not? No. The Mercury retrograde, everybody gets scared, and this one is a really bad Mercury retrograde. I don't know if you guys agree, but like for me, it's like, ugh. And it's simply, I'm trying to go forward, and it's like just pushing me backward all the time. So I have decided, well, I started this Cat Tarot school, so that's why I decided to talk about that, because everything that has existed in the past has the ability to come back and be fixed. That's why usually taxes come back, past lovers, not necessarily to stay, but sort of like to kind of clear the air. So if you take them back, make sure you clarify the situation, what kind of like tore you apart. So it's asking for clarification. Mercury retrograde is clarification. So anything from the past, anything that you started previously works, and it will work. So that's what it is. If somebody leaves during retrograde, it happens very often, then let them go. I mean, it doesn't matter. People leave no matter what. So if they leave during retrograde, it's because it can be a few reasons. If they leave during retrograde because of some past issues that you had, then that I would say it's final. Okay, let's go for Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. How many Tauruses do I have over here? How many Tauruses I have? See, today we don't have the weird freezing of this Taurus. Okay, I do have something flicked, and it's a good card. 3 of Cups. Anything else for Taurus? Taurus? Well, look at that, Tauruses. Oh my gosh, Taurus. Love is in the air. Taurus, you guys are going to have awesome week. 3 of Cups is that friendship card, and you can imagine me as Aquarius likes this. And it's just look at this basically scene. You're coming and 3 cats come to you. You're going to feel accepted. You're going to feel maybe a friendship is going to turn into a relationship. Ace of Cups is sort of like that wink and a smile that kind of like just like pushes through your entire body, and it kind of like it feels really good. So that kind of like is you guys. You guys are going to have just clear air going. Only thing I have to tell you, again, water, kind of like having kind of like something emotional. Don't jump to conclusions. If you meet somebody who is like kind of like really dry, or if this is not what you want, clarify that really clearly, because it can lead to lots of suffering. But oh my gosh, Taurus, you're good to go. So let's see. But in the song, it's definitely about me. Even said my initial in the song. Well, you know what? This is what I don't like. Okay, so this is me being an air sign. So when a person starts writing songs for me, I'm like, oh my God, please don't do that to me, because I feel 1, obligated, and 2, I feel manipulated at the same time. So this is not the same for water signs. They're going to feel really excited, and probably even Earth. So, but this probably like, see, like this is kind of like Taurus is going, oh my gosh, Cat, this was like so nice. And I'm thinking like, no, I don't think so. And then like, how can you say that? This is kind of the difference in between. So, Barb, what happened? What happened? Don't touch my Barbie. What happened here? No, let Barbie. She's awesome. Let her do that. Okay, so Now, I actually really wanted to get Virgo, and I get like a freaking bundle over here. So we have, there we go, Virgo. Virgo is also dating this week. 2 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, oh my gosh, Temperance, the Star, and the Sun. Virgo, lots of happenings on your end, right? Yeah, Pleiadian Tarot, because with Barb, actually Barb, I'm going to also make you a moderator, so you can do it. She is freaking awesome, Barbie. Hey for Barbie, just want to say this. So just want to make sure there are like no hard feelings for anybody. So there we go. Virgo, are you planning to have a date, but you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just like too tired to check this cat, looking at a bird and like, oh, I don't know, do I really want to reach out? So it could be somebody coming your way who actually could be the one. Oh my gosh, this is what it is. And you guys might be getting a fire sign coming to you, because I have all, or even Aquarius, or even air sign. You guys are going to be an interesting kind of like situation. So what can be in a way, what can get in the way is you. You might feel that he or she is not the one, that he or she is out of reach, that maybe some of you are still having things from the past. The Star is definitely talking about the healing that is still kind of like in the process happening, still not maybe open up to the other people. But look at this, you're getting the Sun, and remember how I kept saying, so this is like what you guys will find, and this is what you'll be able to do when you finish this tarot school with me. You will actually really know what kind of cards will come out, and this is kind of really bizarre. No explanation, I have no idea. But look at this, we had the Sun, and I did say, right, you all heard me saying I see this Virgo, and now I'm getting this Sun for Virgo again. So now it's no longer a clarification. You guys are moving forward. If you guys meet somebody this week, this is going to be the one. You guys, 10 of Pentacles is like home. Share home with me. Shacking up. You can actually resolve any difficulties with this person. And maybe this person is not going to be perfect. The Star is reversed. But this also can refer to something from the past that you're still resolving. But this is clearly, you're getting both 2 of Cups and the Sun in your thingy over here. So who is this person then? Or is this kind of like underlying because you have this, the Star, maybe this is you, Virgo, needing to kind of like resolve some kind of rejection or some arguments or some BS that happened? We'll see. Hey Pleiadians, thank you so much. Look at you. You're buying my coffee. And this would be Capricorn. Oh my gosh, you're getting Ace of Pentacles. This is like music to your Capricornian ears. You're in Alaska, John? Page of Pentacles. Capricorn, you're like in your freaking element. Capricorn, you are that emperor. You're trying to stir the ship back to where it's supposed to be. Trying to kind of catch all these loose ends. Trying to figure out how to move forward, right? So now, like, I mean, you collected a whole bunch of things. You're setting your vision. You know where you're going. Capricorn is going to be a little bit less into romanticizing things. An Ace of Pentacles, very much like a Virgo. It could be also the combination in between. Is going to be sort of... You guys totally know what you want. You kind of have made your list, and people better fit into this list. Like, this is like unbelievable level of organization that I see over here. And you will maybe study. Maybe you were going to research the problem from different sides. But this is really exciting. As I said, Ace of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards. Versus Ace of Cups, which is also good. But Ace of Cups talks about a guy winking at you in a bar, and he has a really nice smile, but he could be a complete jerk, right? Versus here, you kind of like really know that there will be actually steady work on it and back and forth with kind of like a great effort. So earth signs, any questions here? Let's see. He even has his friends watching my page. Selena, this is not a good thing you're doing. This guy has obsessive or stalking behavior, and that might suit, hi Dean, thanks, that might suit your ego, but be very careful about what kind of message that sends. Next thing you know, you're shopping and where are you, text me back, and you feel like you're kind of a little marionette, right, on a string, right? Should I sleep with him tonight? I don't know what was your question before. Good Lord, Palladian Tarot. Sleep with somebody when you feel like it. This is not 1810, right? This is my simple rule for ladies. When is it time to sleep with somebody? When you're ready to have your orgasm. When you're definitely demanding this from a guy, and you can ask for it. Not when you feel wishy-washy, should I, shouldn't I. It's like simply when you're going after what you need, because that's how the guys look at it. And when you start looking at it, you actually absolutely on the equal footing with the guys. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Okay, so and Taurus, is there somebody out there for me? Oh gosh, Maria, we just finished Taurus. You guys are simply going to have an awesome week. So, sip, and then who's left? Fire, fire, fire. Let's see what is in the store for fire. Fire, 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 fire. Yeah, sleep with him after he wants and dines you. Barbie, you're Libra, right? You must be Libra, if I remember well. So that's typical. You see, air sign. But I don't know what sign is she. Maybe they kind of react differently. Time for Saggies. Look at that. I have 2 men. I need answers. Lucky girl. Okay, fire, 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 fire. What's in the store for fire? Ooh. 6 of Pentacles and the moon reverse. Fire, 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 fire. Oh my gosh. What happened here? What's going on? Why is fire having like 25 cards over here? Oh my gosh, fire. And then even here, this is like massive communication. So no wonder kind of like you have been left for the last. The moon reversed, 6 of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 6 of Cups, the Hermit reversed, 10 of Swords reversed, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, 7 of Swords, the Star reversed, 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. So, holy smoke, we have this entire family over here. Look at all these people. So, I don't know what to tell you, fire. Are you having any kind of family events? Are you having this kind of like thoughts about which direction to go, how to go about that? I definitely see the couples. Some couple that is not a couple, maybe reuniting. I see the romantic gestures happening along the way. I see this kind of like push and pull. I see in your case the moon is reversed, so this is kind of like reaching some kind of clarity about some issues. I kind of like see either the earth signs involved with you, fire, or maybe having that kind of like earthy feeling. When Queen of Pentacles shows up, she's the wife, so it could be like a fire sign. Those of you who are married, there is like this feeling of trying to figure out the balance in relationship, trying to kind of like get information and clarity about something or about somebody, right? And at the same time, really romanticizing the person. Like, it's almost like for some of you, things are hard to move forward, but you're still like a little girl or a little boy, kind of like the Six of Cups to me is always the feeling when you're a teenager, when you're wondering if that boy likes you or if this girl likes you, does she want to go to a prom with you? And also, some of you do not really want to be alone and fearing that the most. It's kind of really this week, I guess that's the summary of the week. It's going to go push and pull, push and pull. Because the cups came strongly out. Absolutely, there is like this feeling of romance. It could be a week of whole bunch of mixed feelings. These two cards I really don't like, especially not together. Seven of Swords is like that sneaky, thieving, betrayal attitude, and this is like about being disgusted. This is kind of like, good Lord, how can you do that? Maybe there is like, again, this healing or this intention or not being able to open up to the other people, which is kind of really weird because somebody, maybe that person over here who really did that, or you have a suspicion of doing that, is actually coming back. Kind of romancing, knight in the shining armor. And this is you guys. This is definitely the Fire Queen, Queen of Wands. So I think because it's a Mercury retrograde, you are feeling completely out of your own element. I think you're feeling, what's going on here? Did that disconnect me? I'm getting a whole bunch of messages. You guys are really feeling that maybe you cannot get over something. Maybe you cannot heal something, which is kind of weird. I see a lots of thinking about the matter, trying to kind of like run your household, trying to run your life, but saying to yourself, well, something is missing or something is not regulated properly. You're really bringing lots of old hurts to the surface, lots of betrayals. But that's what Mercury retrograde does to us. It's that ability to clear the air, and that's why kind of like I see it all over here. So I'm going to tell you guys that for you, this is exactly what's going to happen. You're figuring out if you want to be with somebody or not, and if you want to be with somebody, how to go about that, and what did work, what didn't work. And you're kind of coming up with a plan of how to move forward. Seven of Pentacles is a really good card, especially for those of you who are in relationships that are maybe wobbly, where you are kind of wondering which direction to go. And look, this is coming right after Six of Pentacles, where there was like, okay, I am giving and giving and giving. Are you giving me back in equal amount, or do I have to tell you to give back, or are you self-motivated to do that, right? There is like more to this, guys, than simply emotions. Emotions are still very present, but I think why I say more is like this is more or less of figuring out yourself, figuring out what you can handle, what you cannot handle, and that's kind of like really mature approach to this. So let's see. Well, Knight in the Shining Armor, Path Traveler. Who is a Knight in the Shining Armor? We live in 2018, right? People come with their words, and it's not sustainable, and that's why it's a knight. It's not a king. But king is the one, and by the way, the guy, somebody is coming to you this week, and maybe even two people. Who the heck asked me about the two people? There are two people over here. One actually who is a quieter, might want to stay, and this one you might turn down. The other one who is telling much nicer things, poetry, songs, etc., is the one who most likely could be the one who can kind of betray you. So be careful about that. But I'm not really worried about your fire signs. Oh my gosh, you have this Queen of Wands, and you have Queen of Pentacles, and you have Seven of Pentacles. You're kind of like figuring out that Queen of Wands is a go, go, go. You're literally cleaning the house, cleaning the past, addressing the issues, and kind of coming to yourself. Really, really, really important. So What do I check here? I want to see the Queen, this. I want to see this. I want to see this. And who the heck is Queen of Cups? Because if you kind of really realize we have 3 queens. Is anybody here who has a maybe third party situation? We're actually almost like even 4-party situation. Because I see 2 men, but I see 3 women. So it could be a family, it could be kind of different things. So let's start with this moon. Look, it's again this 10 of Wands, but it's reversing. So, and the Lovers, somebody doesn't want to commit. It's a kind of clarity. It's reaching a complete clarity and tapping out of maybe some of you, you know, and I don't know about you guys, Fire, but I sometimes get stuck like a broken record on why question. Why did that happen? There is no why answer. Whenever I see this card, I see this why. And like, I mean, the goal of this lesson, the goal of this archetype, you see, Fool comes and sees this beautiful, gorgeous woman and goes, oh my gosh, I want to love you. I want to be with you. I want to be here forever. But the angel is saying, hey, are you sure? Like, there's so many things in life you need to do. You can always come back and look at this mountain. There are more challenges. So when this reverses, as this person is saying, okay, maybe I can stay with you, but I don't have to stay with you. So that will be this Knight in the Shining Armor. And you're going to be actually dropping somebody like a hot potato if you see this kind of attitude that that's not what you want. So 10 of Swords, yeah. Something foolish, somebody foolish. It might be some kind of like foolish behavior this week, so be careful about that. So Queen of Cups, yeah, coming back. That is the Mercury retrograde, and I see it here as well. Past is coming back to the surface, whether in a real person, which I really think in your case, guys, literally you'll be having these people coming back. And look, we have this King of Cups. Huh. Wow, I have it up and down. So be very careful that this person is here not telling you all the promises. Because you have to check that the actions are following the promises. Otherwise, you have to drop this person. Because this person is like not sincere. And it can actually push you down. It's a person who gaslights. Who tells you, no, you shouldn't be feeling this way. This is one of my favorite ones. When you have feelings are feelings, right? It is. It's like, this is brown, or you shouldn't be feeling this is brown. It's just the way it is. Somebody trying to find a way how to kind of control you. This is somebody emotionally very controlling. So, and look at this, lies. Some of you are going to figure out some kind of lies and get really disgusted over these lies. And that's kind of going to be additional flavor, let's say, of the week. So, who is the first one? Aries. 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 And I think I had a few of them flicking here. All of them reversed. What? I grabbed the deck in the reverse way. And 5 of Pentacles reversed. So I can as well turn them around. Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles was here. Queen of Pentacles is here. So this is talking about you, Aries. You, Aries, felt you were neglected. You, Aries, felt you actually really want, there is like some motion that is something not moving forward with somebody. You kind of like really clear, and this is a good thing about Aries people. When you kind of like figure out a goal, you just go there without much thinking, which is good and bad. But there is like Knight of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, both reversed. So something is not happening. Something is not moving forward. It's not moving forward because of your realization that this person can actually cost you more than emotions. It can cost you money. It can cost you stability in a household. And that kind of like is Aries, and this is Earth. And finally you're getting your fire back, but kind of like you're finding almost like existential answers over here in the situation. So I can definitely see you guys kind of defending yourself, maybe coming back to kind of old things, just to simply say, you know, this is not what I want, standing on your own 2 feet and not putting up with anything that hasn't been, that cannot grow like in the future, because Seven of Pentacles does talk about growing. For you guys, you're stabilizing yourself and figuring out what you want, and if what you have is not measuring up, you're just done with it. Who is next? Leo. 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 Wow. King of Swords and Wheel of Fortune. Did anything else flicked? Yeah. This is very good, guys. That's why I just want to make sure you guys are going to be going in the stage. The King of Swords is kind of like that air element in it. You'll be really thinking through things. You see, like Aries is more or less kind of like, what do I need to do? Do I need to take the garbage? Is somebody not taking the garbage out? Is somebody not picking up the kids when it's needed? Is somebody not doing what they are doing? You guys are like more or less into this very kind of air element, which is high vibration than yours, where it is, okay, so what is fair in the situation? And I totally see you guys getting into this very strong stage. Wheel of Fortune is a goody card, especially when it comes upright. It's not bad when it comes reversed. It just would mean currently, like, I mean, you're going toward the up. Here, it's simply saying, just don't forget that this is not permanent, that certain things will just like really work out. You're going to have an awesome week. Play a lottery, I would say. You pretty much will have maybe productive debates, maybe productive discussions. If you're dealing legal things, Mercury retrograde is going to come back as a yay, cool thing, really good thing. And it's really good thing to push things that are already in the process, because they're going to be very fortunate in this particular case. So yay, Leo, really cool. So let's see. Stop letting him control you. I'm checking you out as I am doing this. And this one would be Sagittarius, Ace of Pentacles. Wow, lots of Ace of Pentacles today. Sagittarius, anything else? Sagittarius. Okay. Look at this. We have the Eight of Cups and we have the Tower. So Sagittarians want something long term. How many Sagittarius do I have here, guys? Sagittarius? Any Sagittarius over here? Because I really need your input on this one. This is going to be really interesting. Okay. Rakshita? Anybody else? Otoreda? Okay, guys. So you need to assist me right now, and I think I'm going to do this in the future, because every energy is different, Karen. Ace of Pentacles talks about something long-term. So what is it, Sagittarius, that you are doing long-term? Did you maybe decide, and this is definitely from, if this is happening in Mercury retrograde, it means something has been brewing for quite a while. Maybe something was on a back burner. That's the reason why I'm asking you, is like the Tower showed up. Something is going to just stop it. Maybe it is not something from the past. Maybe you're going a new direction. Maybe you think there is somebody who showed up, it's a great relationship, or maybe somebody from the past showed up. because Eight of Cups is finally walking away from something that you really wanted to build long term. This is kind of like really interesting. The Tower is like, it's simply going to be kind of like shakedown of your own values and figure out who is right for you, who is not right for you, and kind of like exploring to which direction you want to go. The Tower is both external and internal readjustment, and it's not something like death, where in death we can do it on our own. This is like more or less it just happens. Let's say you're dating somebody and you call them and you realize, you know, a husband picks up the phone, or you know, or you really dress yourself up perfectly for an interview, and then you have a flat tire and never end up there. It's like something that really stops in the track, where people get upset about the situation. They don't get the understanding that something happened for the right reasons and it was not the path to be on. So this is definitely pushing you away from the path that you thought you would have to be in. So let me see, what did you say? The Tower came for me because it lacked the earth element to begin with, faulty foundation. Well, this is exactly it. Something that you thought, you really thought that something is going through it, it's not going to happen, guys. And it's going to take you away from that direction and push you in a completely different direction. So you're going to enter almost like a tunnel in the beginning of the week, and you kind of like think where you're going to exit, and it's going to be something completely different, surprising, and that kind of a things. So that would be for this week, guys. Any questions? I'm so thankful for Pleiadians and Cat Lady and all of you guys being here and my big helpers. Want to thank you this. So yeah, everybody kind of have something in common here. So if you guys putting a timestamp, just like put this as well, sort of like a summary. I really think that this week is going to be really a feeling for everybody, kind of like going back and forth with few exceptions. Who was this? A Taurus is exception, I think, and Leo is exception. They're going to sort of like have a clarity. But I think everybody else is simply going to kind of like go and have kind of like a crossroad. What do I do? And almost like we cannot go wrong. If you go on the wrong path, you're going to be pushed back to the right one. It is just like the people who resist the most are going to have the most complication, and everything else is going to be workable, right? So thank you guys very much. Let me see. Any comments? Love is nothing without action. Sorry is nothing without change. Don't let anyone else determine your love. Everybody for coming today. Thank you, Cat Lady. Such a poet. There you go. See, there is like an air sign singing love songs. That's amazing. Guys, have a great week. And hopefully, you know, hopefully I'm going to do Lenormand this week. And again, I am taking just a few people this time around for a school, because I want to watch you like a hawk, the very first group, just to kind of troubleshoot everything. And I'm going to try to do Lenormand this week, so you kind of get your May, I guess, coming out. Thank you so much for everybody, and I love everybody so much, and looking forward to our next meeting next weekend. All the best.